Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' It demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for a video tutorial today. Today we are going to make this cute, adorable little treat box. I'm using the Reindeer Days suite. Mostly I'm using the stamps, the dies, and then the designer paper. And then I'm also using the pocket thought dies. Now this comes in 3 sizes. Later I'll show you a really nice project we're going to use using the big one. This one we're making a small box. Now you can make a box with all of these dies, and I may do that for this little one too. You could fit a little truffle in there. It's perfect for just a small little stocking stuffer or coworker gift or anything. You can roll up a little little $5 bill, or, if you want to give it to me, you could roll up a $100 bill and then put a truffle in there and then give it to someone. So super cute, but so small and cute. Okay, we're going to make a medium-sized box. You could also make this big one into a box. Same way we're going to do it today. I'm going to measure this because I think this is big enough that we can fit our note card. It's 3 3¾ Hold on, I'm going to see if we can fit our envelopes from our note cards in there. I've got to find them. Where are they? Come here. These are note card envelopes. No, it's not. I don't know where my note card envelopes are. I'm going to check it out and see if I can fit them in here. Maybe I'm out. Nope, here's one. Okay, I think, it might just fit in there. We're going to work on that. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to start with this one. Now, we made this project at our Christmas in August event. And what I did was cut out 2 of those medium pockets, and these are in not cherry cobbler. These are Poppy Parade. One day I'm going to tell everybody, you guess what colors I'm using. And then we'll see what you come up with. Okay, these are Poppy Parade. I love this color. So I'm just going to fold back the 3 flaps on each one. And these are great for boxes because now I don't even have to make flaps. It already has flaps in there. So all I had to do was cut a piece to go my bottom and sides. I will post the measurements on my blog. All right, so it's already got my flaps and my tabs, so this is great. Now you can use double-sided tape here if you want. I'm just going to use a little bit of my liquid glue. And then just make sure that my corners line up with my score lines. And then just fold that flap right down there. And then same thing on this side. Get that lined up. Fold my flap down. Perfect. Okay, and now I'm going to glue this one up. You notice I'm not going crazy with my glue. I don't want it squishing out and making a mess. Okay. Press that down. Let's do a little bit of glue here. I got a little close to the edge. I think it'll be okay. The only trick is when you're making these boxes to get the measurements right for your sides. Oh, that slid a little bit. Okay. And then using liquid glue for your tabs has advantages and disadvantages, which sliding a little bit is a good advantage, and it can be a disadvantage if you're not keeping an eye on it, because it could slide out of place when you're not looking. But I like the ability to kind of adjust it and give myself a minute to get things in place. So that's why I like the liquid glue. But I get impatient and I want to move on to the next thing sometimes before it's ready. Okay, so look, Oh my gosh, that's already done. I've already made a box. And you know, in August, we don't have a lot of Christmas candy out. I used a whole bunch of Twizzlers. But, you know, now we're starting to get some Christmas candy in. I mean, Halloween. There's Halloween candy, too. But starting to get that in. Now, I've just cut a 2-inch strip. I won't need all of this. So what I'm going to do before I glue it, I'm going to start at one edge. And I am going to just lightly pinch it around the box. And then cut off my extra. I don't need all of that. I'll use that for something else. So this is going to be, it's 2 by about 8.5. That's all you need. So I pinched it. Now I'm going to make sure that it's creased on those pinch marks and lined up. So I make sure that it's even, and that way it'll glue down nice. Whoops, I already did that side. And let's do this one last one. Just like that. And I like to start, make sure your pattern's the right side up. And it doesn't matter whether either side can be the front or the back. But I usually start on whatever's going to be the back. And then line it up with the edge. And then it just needs a little bit of glue. Go all the way around. Ooh. See, that's why I use glue. Because then I can tuck in this little tab, my overlap, and then glue that down on top. So you don't see a seam anywhere. The seam is right on that little corner. Let's put a little more glue because I did pull that up. All right. So, and then the seam, even though it's on the corner, I put that in the back. And now we're going to do a little decorating. Okay, now one of the nice things about the die is it cuts out. Now I'm using this for my sampler class, so it's got a ton of dies in there that don't even belong. But it cuts out these little reindeer head pieces. So I used, for the background, I used Early Espresso. You guys need to tell me the colors. Early Espresso, Basic Beige is the middle piece, and then Pecan Pie for the front. But I want to cover his nose. So I'm going to I threw a scrap in there. We don't need that whole big scrap. We just need enough to cover the nose. Let me cut out the corners. Now you could also die cut the nose. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue around it. And glue that down so he can have a little red Rudolph nose. You don't have to do that if you don't want, but I think it's cute. And these line up really nicely. So the reason I use the lighter color in the middle is this is where really it's just going to show his tummy and around his nose, and then the insides of the ears. And then this is the main color of your little deer. Okay. See how his eyes are die cut so that you don't even have to do anything to the eyes? It's already got his little eyes in there. Isn't that cute and so easy? I love that. And then I'm going to use a little wink of Stella on his nose just to give him a little glittery red nose. You could also use some red glimmer paper if you wanted. Okay, now we also cut this wreath. So I want his head to be this wreath to be hanging on him, but I want to cover the front of his little neck. That way it's more of a, I'm gonna put, that's where it glues to the back of him. Pick that up, and that way he, you know, it's an implied that he's not a mounted reindeer because his head's not just floating in space. Okay, we don't want that. Don't want that. Okay, and then I have a little bow cut out of the same set, but I use the this glimmer paper. We have some glimmer paper in the mini catalog. Doesn't have white, but we have an online exclusive glimmer paper that has, I think it's either Berry Burst or Melon Mambo, and then it has Old Olive and then white, which I love all glimmer paper. So I have several packs of that. I'm going to use 2 big dimensionals to hold this on. I'm going to put it over to the left a little bit because now we're going to just stamp some words. And I'm just using the Merry Christmas from the stamp set and some Garden Green ink. Okay, hopefully I can get this stamp straight. Good enough. Okay, let's close up that glue there. All right, then we're going to trim this. I didn't get it quite centered up and down, but that's okay. I'm just going to cut the words apart. Actually, let's use some mini dimensionals. These are a little smaller. And we are going to just glue this on. Merry and Christmas. I don't want that this one too far over because it's going to hang over just a hair. I don't want to cover up my adorable reindeer. So I'm going to let that hang over just a little bit. Cute! And that's it. I mean, how quick and easy was that? You could make a bunch of these. Let's put our candy in there. I would probably do a little bag of Christmas candy and tie it with some of the red and white thread that's in here. In this suite, it's a real red and white baker's twine. It's so cute. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the project today. Don't forget, if you place an order of 35 or more this month before tax and shipping, I'll send you a pack of our Get Well cards, a kit to make. And then if you spend $50 or more, I'll include a pack of embellishments with that as well. So thanks for joining me today. I'll post measurements and supplies on my blog. The link is below if you're watching this on YouTube. I would appreciate if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and help support our small business. All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.